Hi everyone, Sophia Kiwi here. Welcome to today's video. I want to start off with thanking all of you out there for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Today's video is kind of a follow-up to the previous video I made, 7 Signs You Might Be Dating a Narcissist. I really recommend you to watch it in case you haven't already, to make sure that you really are dating a narcissist or not. Also, this video and the previous video is based upon my own experience. Before I get into today's topic, I want to remind you of something. Those of you that watch this video today, you have probably the narcissistic experience in the past. But for anyone that is still in contact with a narcissist in any form, cut it. No matter how sweet and promising your narcissist's apology might be, don't listen. It's all lies. Trust me on this one. So, a relationship with a narcissist, it can lead to devastating consequences such as anxiety, depression, loss of self-confidence, and psychological dependence on the partner. After breaking up with a narcissist, you find yourself at the bottom. You are heartbroken, you don't really know who you are, how to live on, how to trust people again, and most importantly, how to be able to love and accept love again. After my own terrible experience with a narcissist, I started reading as much as possible on how to recover. So I noticed that I was different in a negative sense of that word. I wasn't being myself. Today, I will walk you through the steps I took to heal, and hopefully this will help you to regain your power and become yourself again. Now, what should you do to heal after encountering, dating, or being in a relationship with a narcissist? The first step is actually become yourself. This one might be the hardest one. To reclaim yourself, to remember who you were before you fell into the web of lies, humiliation, the gaslighting, and manipulation. You need to dispel the toxic fog that you got lost in, shed light on the relationship, and look at it with sober eyes. You should make a timeline of chronological events that you can write down. I used a diary during the time I encountered this narcissist, and it really helped me to put everything on shelves. You should try to remember in detail how it all began, how exactly your ex managed to lead you off the path of life that you were on, and in what way they made you feel special and forget everything. How and when did the first doubts occur in your head? And when did the bell start to ring? This was very helpful for me because when I went back in my own diary, I realized that I was suspicious very early in the relationship. And if I had listened to my gut feeling, I would probably have stopped much earlier and I wouldn't have been so hurt. So it can really be helpful. The second step is no more illusions. Guys, you are probably a person that see the good in everyone. You have empathy, but idealization makes you especially vulnerable to a narcissist because they have very different motives and values than other people. They need to be suppressed and dominated, not respected and cooperated with. Therefore, it's time to part with all illusions and fantasies you might have about this person. You should not idealize your ex in any case. Make a list of the things you didn't like about them and the relationship. This can really be helpful because I was in this toxic fog and all the illusions I had about this person. Everything was illusions because most of it was probably lies. So just write it down, everything you didn't like. And it will already make your life easier and more place in your brain for better things. The third step is to break the emotional bond. Okay, so in order to move on, you need to emotionally disconnect from your ex. To do this, you need to consciously live through the grief, to try to understand the emotions you feel about the breakup and about your ex. It can be confusion, it can be guilt, anger, feelings of pain and loss. In addition, you may experience feelings of loneliness, longing, fear of never finding love again. And you know what? It's totally normal and it's necessary for you to be able to move on. The fourth step to take is to not blame yourself. This is also difficult, I know that for a fact. Remember that the narcissist feel different. They don't feel the same emotions as you do. When they insult you, they are trying to hit you harder. So because that's a way that worked for them so well in the past, so don't listen. Don't give them that satisfaction. You deserve to be treated with respect. If you get in an argument in response to the insults they give you, you are at high risk to get into a relationship and being dragged into that relationship with them all over again. So just don't do it. I know you might feel stupid or you might be regretful, like, oh, why did I start the conversation? Why did I answer them in the first place? Like, why did I do this? Why did I not do that? Just don't do it, okay? Do yourself a favor here. Don't do it. It's their fault. It is. You will realize that with time. The fifth step to take is to set boundaries. And here it's especially important for those of you out there that already know that you won't be able to avoid your narcissist completely. And this is especially true for people. The narcissist might be your coworker, or you might have a child with this person, okay? So this is the only exception where it's totally acceptable to use the minimum contact technique. So short and direct answers, yes and no to questions. You can set time and dates, but be as short as possible, okay? However, you need a long-term strategy. This is the case to avoid relapse and the risk of being dragged into that relationship again, because being in some kind of connection with a narcissist is beneficial for the narcissist because they can have you as their supply. I almost like to think about the narcissist as a vampire. They suck the light and life, both of them, out of you. So you feel very empty when this person leaves. You really do. And it almost feels like life is on pause. That's totally the case because they use you as a supply. So definitely set boundaries to protect yourself and to avoid getting into a messy relationship with them again, okay? So the sixth and final step is back to life. This is the best part. The final part of your recovery, when you already have completed those previous steps, is shifting your focus from your ex and your past to yourself and your future. You should ask yourself, how much has everything you've been through destroyed your ability to trust people and yourself? How poisonous are your ideas about love and romantic relationships now? How has your view changed of yourself? Do you see yourself in a different light? Create an idea of who you would like to be in a relationship with. What are your goals? What do you yearn for? What are your needs? Don't forget about healthy boundaries, intuition, and self-respect. Focus on the future you want, not the past that you had. Guys, that was it for today. I want to remind you to believe in yourself, get your self-confidence back up, become yourself again. I would really appreciate if you would leave a comment down below. Have you ever encountered a narcissist? Have you been in a relationship with them? Are you still in one? How did it feel? How does it feel? I would really like to know other people's stories, just because I was really affected by this topic as well. I really was affected by my narcissist, and that's the reason I am doing this video, because I am in hopes that it will help people and support them, and just know they aren't alone. It's not their fault that they are a kind and empathetic person that came across this narcissistic person. And like and subscribe for more, of course. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I will see you on my channel. Bye bye.